Good morning, everybody. This is Colleen Light, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Southwest Washington. And I'm so happy you can join me. I usually pop on at 9 o'clock. I'm usually a little late, never this late. But I have to tell you, Facebook's been giving me a fit. This is the second time I've tried to get on. I'm going to see if it'll work. When the first time I tried to do it, it was all pixelated and I looked like a 60s psychedelic. Oh, here we go. Great. 60s psychedelic. So that did not work out. It was all different colors, let me tell you. And then the second time, for whatever reason, it wanted to go to my private page, my personal page. And I thought, well, I don't want everybody watching me. So, I mean, I do want everybody interested in card making watching me. Let me clarify. So anyway, today we're going to be working with a super fun set. I don't know that I'm going to be able to see any comments. Oh, hi, Mary Ellen. I'm glad you're joining me. You're the winner of last week's prize patrol. So you won the markers. So that's pretty exciting. And you know, I forgot to bring out this week's prize. Let me grab it. I have it in here somewhere, I believe. Oh, here they are. I don't know if anyone heard any of that. So, because I was in the closet. So, Mary Ellen, you won last week. So, yay. Thanks for watching. This week's prize patrol, if you leave a comment, you get one vote, and it's the Fun Flowers resin shapes. If you leave a comment and share, you get 2 votes. Not 2 votes, 2 entries, for crying out loud. You can tell it's been a morning. Anyway, so make sure, though, you write shared because I don't know. Facebook doesn't let me know when videos are shared. So just let me know. But Mary Ellen, if you'll just private message me, yes, your address, yes, please. And I will get those off in the mail to you. So today's going to be fun. We're going to be working with this He's All That suite, and I absolutely love it because I struggle with mail cards. I don't know about the rest of you, but I struggle with mail cards. Those of you who know me at all or have been following me know I have 4 daughters and 1 husband. So now I've got some son-in-laws, so that's good. They're old enough to get married, but I don't have a lot of men. Good morning, Sharon, in my family. So I struggle with the mail cards, but He's the Man is on page 78 and 79. I'm going to show you some of the goodies it comes to. If you buy it in the bundle, if you just want the stamp set and dies, of course, it's 10% off. But I think the suite is well worth it. And let me show you why. First off, as anyone who knows me, they know I am a simple stamper at heart, right? So if Stampin' Up's going to do the work for me, even better. So the DSP in here is amazing. So my husband is a big car guy. He does the classic cars. We do all the car shows and everything, and it's great fun. So we have car designs. Perfect. And we have this nice pattern paper. I, on the other hand, am a big camper. And look at all this stuff. Do you remember the driving by that was in Celebration? It reminds me so much of that. But look at all of this great designer series paper. So I'm kind of rifling through this, trying to get to, you can see I have picked this over. But look, the die cuts. With you, I'm never lost. I think this one is great, but you just pop them out. So I like anything where most of the work is done for me. And then there's more papers down here. We have the classic tie one. And we, again, front and back. So that in and of itself is amazing. Let me move all my papers out of the way. And then this is what the stamp set looks like. So again, pretty perfect. Oh, let me try. I think that light might be casting a glare. No, we need it on. So anyway, I tried to switch the orientation of my camera. And we'll see if the light's a little bit better. And then it came with dies. And the dies are also wonderful. You know, I love flags and banners, so I'm always happy when they're included. This is an arrow. And then we have our little, we'll be using this one today. But I'm going to show you how to make a really cute and easy gift card. Thank you, Kim Quady from Kim plays with paper for the design. Rustic metallic gems. These adhesive back dots. Amazing. All right, so that's enough about that. These are the samples I made. If you've been following me, you also know, hi Susie, you also know that I usually will case my first card right out of the catalog. Just always, it gets me started. So this is the one I made. To the man who does everything. And then I use the number 1 stamp on the inside. Then I branched out a little bit. Hope your day is a grand adventure. I cut my panel, but I didn't finish it off. I've got some birthdays coming up and some other functions, retirement parties and whatnot. So I always cut my inside panels, but I don't always finish them off because I never know exactly what I'm going to send it for. But I do like to have it ready to go. But look, these are those cutouts, including these little stars I added on some of those gems. And this is just basically a fun layout where you use 2 pieces of DSP. So your designer series paper is really doing the work. I used the new stylish dies for this. I think that's the name of them. I think I would have made my circle a little bit bigger, maybe use the next size up, but I still do really like this. And this is what we're making today, this fun and easy Father's Day gift card. Anyway, so this is your base, and this is actually the part that opens up to put your gift card in. And of all the things, I made a gift card holder, and I forgot to bring the gift card up. So, y'all, I just don't know where my brain is lately. I think I'm puppy fatigued. Anyway, we're going to get started on this. As we're getting started on that, I have to tell you about, if you haven't heard, and I'm sure if you've been following any demonstrator for any length of time, you've heard about Stampin' Up's new starter kit. Love to have you as part of my team. I'm going to pop while I'm talking, put the dimensions up here because I want you to be able to screenshot it. They will be on my blog, but not everyone wants to bounce to a blog, so I am also going to just post them there if you want to screenshot them. My blog is cardsbycoco.com, and it'll be posted by the end of the day. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to have to take said puppy out for a walk, so it'll be a little bit. Anyway, I was talking about the in-color starter kit, so I just want to tell you a little bit about that. And I'm not telling, I would so love to have you as a member of my team. You know, I'm kind of fun and outgoing and not always this scattered. I don't know what happens to me when I go live. Usually I'm pretty darn organized. Anyway, in your starter kit, which is a fabulous value, even without this great in color component, you'll receive the 2022 in color products, including the grid paper, the color ink pad collection, in color cardstock assortment collection, and the in color 6x6 designer series paper. So that is actually an additional $66.50 value just for joining. So how cool is that? All right, so let's get started. Let's start with our stamping. I'm using very vanilla. My husband is not a very frilly guy at all. So we are going to use this, and I'm going to use my Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and we're going to pull out our stamp that we're going to use. And we're going to use, let me see. I have a Father's Day. Let me see. Do I want a birthday one? Let's see what I'd like to use. You know, let's do the happy birthday to a classic. I'm going to switch this one up. If you wanted to make this for Father's Day, you would just use that sentiment. I'm going to switch up the die and the sentiment. So let's see here. Let's see, what am I looking for? Oh, here we go. Happy birthday to a classic. The one that's right in front of me. Okay, let's go ahead and get this going. And you know, yeah, I'll stick with the Memento. And this one looks like a pretty big scrap. I thought I had maybe something smaller. Let me look and see. If not, we'll use this one. Do you all end up with pieces of paper all over your craft room when you're creating? I know I do. Just everywhere. And then I try and be organized. And I think the more I try and be organized, the more unorganized I actually become. Oh, don't you love that? Look at that. And he is a car guy. He It's what my husband likes to do. So he spends a lot of time. Yeah, that's crafter math. Exactly, Susie. That's going to be my coin word for the day. He spends most of the time out in his shop, which actually works out pretty well. All right, so I'll clean that stamp off after we're done, but I'm going to move it out of my way for now. I am going to bring in my die cutting machine. And sorry, guys, I didn't have time to get this done in advance, so the table may wiggle a little bit. If it wiggles and that makes you dizzy, please, please, please just avert your eyes. And I think I'm going to use, which one do I want? Nope, not that one. I think I'm going to use this one. This one. Boy, I sure seem to be off camera a lot today. That's what happens when you change your orientation, right? You think, this is going to work out so well if I just change the lighting, and then you realize that, you're not in screen half the time. Well, I say we're off to a start to have this be one for the blooper reel, but that's okay. I have the new puppy excuse. So here we go. I'm going to give this, so if it's going to shake the table and you do get dizzy at all, I want you to just turn your eyes for a minute. Okay, and I'm done. Let me take that out. So, do you all do things? Gee, does anyone have anything planned for the Memorial Day weekend? Got anything special going? I don't think we're doing too much of anything. Maybe a little bit of a barbecue, if the Pacific Northwest weather would ever cooperate and stop raining. I hate to complain about the rain because I know so much of the country is in a drought. But goodness sakes, I have to tell you, I am kind of over it. We have had nonstop record rains. It just does not stop for us here lately. So this is your base. Your 5-inch, let's see here. So this is the gift, I want to say it right, the gift card component. So this is 7.5 inches by 4 3/4. I have this all written backwards. Watch your orientation of your paper, but you generally want to score or cut your paper the smallest dimension first, the narrowest. But I wrote it all down for whatever reason backwards. So, and then you score at 1 inch, which I've done. And then we are going to score again at 4 1/4, and we're going to fold that over and give that a good burnish. Look at that. So this is your gift card component. I am going to take my tear and tape. You can use, if you want to use your Stamp and Seal Plus, that's fine. What you really want to do, though, is just get a good hold in this, because you are indeed going to have your gift card in here. And that is my husband's favorite gift. My husband actually likes to pick out, he's not big on surprises. He actually likes to pick out his own stuff. That way he gets exactly what he wants. I don't know how everyone else's husbands are, or SOs, but that's how mine is. So look, we've just made our pocket. Perfect, right? So then for our inside panel, this is what I'm referring to as our inside panel. We're doing 1 inch by 4 3/4, and we are going to adhere that right there, and that'll decorate the inside. You can use any adhesive you want for this. I am going to use the multi-purpose glue because I have a feeling I'm going to need some wiggle room. So, I did send out my newsletter yesterday, so if you are a subscriber, and I hope you are, look in your spam box. I'm hearing that that's where it generally goes, and that is not necessarily uncommon. So go check your spam folder. And if you're not a subscriber, just bounce over to my website, Cards by Coco, and click that subscribe to my newsletter link. It's up in the menu. I'm hoping to get to Google Forms sometime this weekend, so it's a little easier to find. But that's one of those things that's going to take me a while because I am not all that computer savvy. So look at this. Ta-da! And then this goes on the card base. So I'm just showing you with my sample. This is your card base. So when I have base, I have 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. And again, I'm going to use my liquid adhesive just because I am a person that needs a little bit more wiggle room. I think it would be okay to use any type of Stampin' Seal or anything you wanted to use. This is just easier for me. I have a love-hate relationship with the liquid adhesive. Sometimes I feel like I just make a big mess with it, and other times it's just my favorite adhesive ever. So, I don't know. Use your favorite adhesive. Okay, so you can see we're coming together. There's our pocket. Here's our outside. Now we're going to have some fun and decorate the outside here. So, of course, I had to cut the classic cars. I remember, so I've known my husband since we were in high school. And I remember he used to drive like a Trans Am in our senior year. So he's always been a car buff. This is what I'm referring to as our first layer. 4 1/2 inches by 3 inches. And this is what I'm referring to as the top layer. And this is 4 1/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. And again, I think I am going to use my Stampin' Seal for this one because I don't want to take the chance of anything bubbles, or leaking out since this one's going on the front. I should have my silicone mat here to not get adhesive on my paper, but, Anyway, so then I like to match up 3 borders to make sure I get it on there even. And there we go. So you can see, ta-da, and we're going to put this right here. Now, you could put some twine around here. Like if you were going to put twine around, this would be a good time. You could wrap it around. My husband is not a fussy guy. So I am not going to spend I'm not going to waste my twine on him? Does that sound rude? Let's just say my husband would not appreciate the twine, so I think I'll save it for another time. I crack myself up some days. Anyway, let's line up our 3 sides again and just pop that on there. And I know Beth is watching, and she knows my husband, so she's part of the family, so she knows my husband, so she knows what I'm talking about. And then I'm just going to do the happy birthday to a classic. And he would like that. So let me go ahead and grab my dimensionals here. So you could dress this up however you wanted. Add some ribbon, add some twine, add whatever you want for the person that is special to you or the person that you think or the way you would like to make it. I just know who I'm making this for. So, and I'm going to put it a little higher up because I think he's a car buff. I am not, but I think that's a Mustang and he does like a Mustang. So I'm not going to cover that up. Then I'm going to grab my rustic metallic dots here and we're going to put a couple of these around. I'll use the bigger ones here since I did not go overboard with the twine and whatnot. I will go ahead and use a little bit more, maybe a little bit more bling. We'll put one there. And then we will put one, I think maybe here. All right, so this is today's very simple gift card holder. Again, from the He's All That collection. Let me show you. Look at this. So this is clearly not a gift card, but you would see how it would slide in and out there. And you can decorate the inside however you want. I'm going to wait and see what I'm going to do. But this is where it would go in. So this is today's. This is the one I made yesterday. And let me grab my other samples to show you those. And we will, to the Man Who Does Everything. So that was from, again, Casing the Catalog. And then this one, I thought, Hope Your Day is a Grand Adventure. I love everything outdoorsy. So for me, this is, I would actually, even though this is a masculine card, I would love this card. So anyway, these are the ones that I've made. I hope you enjoyed my samples and my once again scattered live. So Thank you for hanging in there with me. I always appreciate it. I think I'm going to do over Memorial Day. I think I'm going to do a project on one of the Memorial Day weekend days. I'll probably do it in the afternoon or evening. I don't like to do the big projects during these lives. I kind of like to keep them short and, you know, easy because it's during the week. You can also catch us on YouTube if you're not a Facebook person. And please leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take a peek at that In Color Starter Kit if you're not already a demonstrator, because it is fabulous. I never want to sound spammy. I just really want you to know that it's a good deal. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Always happy to answer them. And have a fabulous weekend. I'm going to go walk the puppers now, and I'll see you next week.